over?
Yeah. Let me sit by you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Jenna. Welcome back. The glare is like horrible this morning. Oh my gosh. But I'm here at the hospital waiting to head in for my 28-week appointment. And this video is pretty much just going to be a, I don't know, before and after of this particular appointment. So I said in previous videos that I am declining to take the glucose concentrated drink for the gestational diabetes test. So this is the first time I'm really nervous about this appointment, because this is the first time that I've had to kind of advocate for myself with this hospital. It's been pretty uneventful at the appointments thus far, and the fact that Cameron is not allowed to come with me to any of the appointments has been a huge bummer, because I have felt kind of bullied in some situations. So this is the first big one where I'm actually having to stand my ground and say I don't want to do this. I know that there are natural ways to take this test, but my hospital does not support natural alternatives, which is a huge bummer for people that live that life. So I'll just be talking to the doctor and figuring out some kind of way to monitor. It's probably going to be pricking my finger. In our doula class, there was another woman who denied the drink, and she said she had to prick her finger 4 times a day for 2 weeks. I would much rather do that, and I'll explain later after the appointment why I don't want to take the drink. I know that it would make my life a million times easier if I just took the drink and sat here in the hospital for 2 hours and just got it over with. But the side effects of it, and me knowing my body best, Cameron and I discussed it, and we don't think that it's a good idea for me. So with all that being said, this will be a fun video. I don't really know what to expect, but I am incredibly nervous. I already have like very severe white coat syndrome, so this is just so much fun. I'll let you guys know how it goes. I'll see y'all in a little bit. Wish me luck. So I just got home. That appointment went way worse than I thought. So before I talk about that with you guys, I am gonna go take a shower and try to get all of this like not great experience and energy off of my body. So I'll be back. All right guys, I'm back. That was a rough appointment. Okay, that was not a good time at all. I was seeing a provider that I've already had conflict with before, so I was already going into this appointment with a lot of anxiety. The reason why I do not want to take the glucose drink, I'm not denying any testing, anything like that. I was just requesting a more natural alternative to the chemical drink. Now this is disclaimer, I'm not judging any birthing person who takes the drink and just gets it over with. I'm not judging anything else. This is my own personal choice for my own body. Cameron and I, we just finished taking the evidence-based birthing class, and with direction from our doula, it was just not a good option for us based off of the evidence that we have been reading for the last couple of weeks. We've known for a while that we didn't want to take this test, and so take the drink, not take the test, take the drink. I called last week to let them know that I was not comfortable and that I would like to talk about alternatives. Just to give the provider a heads up. The side effects that can come with taking this, I already have an unbelievably sensitive stomach. I have leaky gut. I have all these other complications. I'm also very sensitive to medications, so I'm trying to make this as natural as I can because I know how my body operates. So I also tried to give them a heads up. Keep that in mind. So I go in there today thinking that we were going to talk about finger pricking and things like that, and the provider immediately comes in and she says, you legally have to take this drink. You legally have no choice but to take this drink. First of all, it is my body, and they have no legal right to tell me what I can and cannot do with my body. So that was the first big anxiety thing of her telling me you legally have to do this. And I said, I'm not going to take the drink. And then for about 5 minutes, it was nothing but open threats and threatening to kick me out of the practice, telling me how much harm I was putting my baby in by not taking this drink, and all of this stuff that was just factually not true. So that was, I sat there and I listened to her explode, and I said, I called last week to let you know that I wasn't going to be drinking this, and was told we would be talking about finger pricking. And she's like, so you would rather prick your finger 4 times a day for 2 weeks than take this drink? I said, yes. She said, and if your insurance doesn't pay for the supplies to do the finger pricking tests, are you going to be responsible for payment? Yes. Now, this is the second time that she has questioned our income. She questioned it at my previous appointment as well. And I'm not sure where she is getting anything, but she clearly knows a lot about our finances. So this is the second time where she has thrown finances in my face on whether or not we could actually afford to do the option that we want to do. And I said, yes, we will pay for that. So then she measures my stomach, she checks baby's heart rate, everything looks good. And then she just immediately starts talking about all these other alternatives. So after humiliating me, threatening me, bullying me beyond, then she starts laughing and telling me stories about how this mother came in a couple weeks ago with her own glucose powder, talking about how it's some organic blah, blah, blah. It's total mockery of the whole thing. In my brain, I'm like, so there are other options that you'll approve. I didn't say that, but I was like, okay. And now I take notes at my appointments now, because now I'm in that stage where I have to, because I've been bullied so frequently. So I was like, there are other options other than this drink. This woman brought her own drink in. Like, what? Okay. So I went home. After crying for a really long time and feeling very belittled, I got angry and did some research. And then your girl gets a little petty. I wanted her to look me in the eye and tell me that there was an alternative that I could take. And so I took some screenshots of a product, and I took my happy self right back to the hospital and said I would like to speak to this provider about my appointment this morning. And we sat there, and she approved it. I wanted her to look me dead in the face and tell me that she was wrong, that there was an alternative. I said, go ahead and cancel that prescription for the finger pricking. And when this product comes in the mail, I will drink this product that you just approved, and we'll get this over with. It was a horrible experience. I wish that I felt validated right now, but I don't. Just because she humiliated me because she could. And that was really disappointing, especially when you already know you're going into the appointment with it being like really anxiety ridden and feeling like it's not going to go well, and then it goes way worse than what you had even imagined. It was not a great step towards having this natural birth in this hospital in the South. But big perk to my birthing people is advocate for yourself. If you know that something is not right, go with your gut no matter what they are saying to you. There are some tests that I'm not going to deny. I mean, they gave me a shot today. They did my blood work today. I'm not saying no to anything. I'm just asking, what are the alternatives? Because this is my body. This is my baby. This is my birth. You don't get to dictate everything like you think. Just because your hospital has these policies in place doesn't mean that those policies agree with my body. So at the end of all of that humiliation, I mean, my appointment was at 8:30 this morning. It's like 12. I've been dealing with this all day. I got an alternative approved. Stick with your gut. If you feel uncomfortable with something, do your research, look it up, go face your provider and say, what about this? And you can't tell me no because you just told me earlier this morning that you approved it for somebody else. I heard her talking trash about me in the hallway. I heard everything. Just sit there, keep your cool, and say, what about this product? So when this product comes in the mail, I can drink this and go do my glucose test. Yes. This whole day and whole stress and whole experience could have been so much better if she was just open and willing to talk instead of just wanting to immediately threaten and humiliate me. So, other than that, the appointment went great. I'm just kidding. It didn't go great, but I did get my way, and this isn't like a regular occurrence. It's just a couple of things within this birthing process that I want to be able to have a smidge of control over unless medically necessary. And this is not a medically necessary drink. There are other options out there. So advocate for yourself. That's it for this video right now. I was going to do a more extensive vlogging video with this, but honestly, I just want all the birthing people to have that information out there. I will link the evidence-based birthing stuff below. I will, link some articles talking about, side effects and advantages and disadvantages of the glucol drink. And I will also link the product that I'm going to be taking that was approved, since they do not allow a food option. So I'll let you guys do your own research. Go with your gut, stick to it, and I wish you all the best of luck if you are trying to have a natural birth in a hospital. So far, it has been a challenge, but we're just gonna stick to it and see what happens. And hopefully at the end of this, we will have a nice, healthy baby and a non-traumatic birth. So that's it for this one, guys. Thank you for joining me as always. If you want to continue this journey with me, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later.